Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Brat here. Hope you're doing well. So we finally have a new Marvel movie out. It's been a while. And I'm not even the one who saw the Marvels in theaters back in last November. So I haven't seen a Marvel movie since last May. May of 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Wow. We have a new Deadpool movie. It's been 6 years since the last Deadpool movie. And this time he brought a friend. And then it's like Woody and Buzz all over again. We got our boy, my man, Jackman, Hugh Jackman is back as Logan slash Wolverine. I've been watching this guy since the year 2000 when he debuted in the first X-Men movie. I was just finishing up 4th grade before going into 5th grade. I still remember we were in Yellowstone with the family and the first X-Men movie debuted. And ever since then I've been a fan of Hugh Jackman. Not only as Wolverine, he's still one of my favorite characters in any comic book movie. But, throughout his entire career, Swordfish, Kate and Leopold, Prisoners, Les Mis, I mean, you name it, and you say Hugh Jackman, I come running. Now, we got that X-Men Origins Wolverine movie 15 years ago that had Deadpool, and that was bad. That was bad. So here we are 15 years later, and they finally come back together, fix what they completely screwed up the last time, and here we are with Deadpool and Wolverine. And I have to say, I don't care how many times Hugh Jackman returns as Wolverine. Like they say tonight, the joke they make throughout the movie, now that Marvel got him back, he's going to be playing this role until he's 90 years old. And you know what? I'm completely fine to see Hugh Jackman play Wolverine until he's 90. He's already played the character more than any other actor has played a character before in a movie. So, and it doesn't look like they're going to replace Hugh Jackman anytime soon. Because why would you now that you got him back? Just to get rid of him again? No. So let's get into it. Positive. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Wade Wilson. He's hilarious. I love how Marvel / Disney let him truly go all the way in this one. He makes fun of Marvel, he makes fun of Disney, he makes fun of 20th Century Fox. I mean, he even makes fun of Hugh Jackman's divorce in this movie. I mean, he just goes all the way. He's filthy, he's funny. I mean, and I'm glad that Disney said, you do whatever you want to do. We're not holding you back. We're not gonna, put the handcuffs on you on this one. You do what you want to do. His back and forth with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, is... I can literally sit down and watch a 2-hour movie of them just sitting in a car going back and forth. I mean, we even have a scene where they're in the car and they're just going back and forth with one another. It's entertaining. I mean, it's great. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is this role. He is Deadpool. I thought to myself the other day, if they were to make a Deadpool movie back in like the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, yeah, I could have seen Jim Carrey in this role. In fact, I was gonna, there was a scene where we see all these Deadpool variants. And I thought, it would have been really cool to see Jim Carrey as Deadpool. I think that would have been hilarious. Um, but, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is this role, he is this character. Then we move on to Hugh Jackman, and once again, this is another fascinating thing where we've seen Hugh Jackman play this role so many times now. Like I said, now going on 24 years. And he still finds ways to add to the character. To add to it. And this one, once again, him being able to go riff off of and go back and forth with Deadpool is something we haven't seen in any of the other movies that he's been in. And yes, this is rated R, so he was also allowed to swear a lot more in this movie. He's allowed to be in the Berserker Wolverine, the violent Wolverine, blood, like we saw in Logan. And it's great that the last two times we've seen Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, he's been able to have that rated R Wolverine in him, and let that come out. And this is no different. I mean, the banter between him and Ryan Reynolds is great. Also, I like how this one does, even though Ryan Reynolds provides more of the humor, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine gets more of the emotional, serious moments. So I like how they balance that out. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the iconic yellow suit, which looks great on him. Like, they even make a comment in the movie, it's only taken 24 years. And, you can't go wrong with Hugh Jackman. I mean, you can't. I mean, this guy can play Wolverine as long as he wants. Humor. This is an R-rated film. The humor, just like in the first two Deadpool movies, is wild, it's crazy, it's off-kilter, it's raunchy at times, it's meta, it's fourth wall breaking, it's the pop culture references. I mean, like I said, they make fun of Disney, they make fun of Marvel, they make fun of 20th Century Fox, they even make fun of Jennifer Garner's divorce to Ben Affleck. I mean, they even bring up the divorce of Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck in this movie. Oh, Electra, where's Daredevil? Oh, you guys got divorced? I mean, and then like that, they make fun of Hugh Jackman getting divorced. Oh, ever since you got divorced, you really let yourself go. Like I said, it adds to the movie. I was laughing from beginning to end. The opening sequence. People like the opening sequence of the first movie with the slow motion and the soundtrack at the beginning. The opening of this movie is better than the opening of the first movie. Using the NSYNC song, Bye Bye Bye. Something I used to listen to all the time around that time that they came out. And just what Deadpool, the violence, the humor, it's an amazing opening sequence. The action. I was worried about the action in this movie because, like I said, when you watch the trailer, it seems like a lot of the movie only takes place in one location. And I'm like, are we really going to get that much action in this movie? And, look what they did with, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Another kind of multiverse movie. And that one, also, the action scenes weren't that great in that movie. And I was worried, but the action in this movie is top-notch. Like I said, the opening sequence alone is great. We have a fight between Wolverine and Deadpool, two fights between Wolverine and Deadpool. One in the desert, and then one in a Honda car, which is great. And like I said, the action in another part of the movie is great. I can't say what that is because it spoils some characters that they brought over from Fox Universe. Of course, they are some of the more popular characters, but they work. What I liked about this one is they're not cameos. This is not like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where it's cameos. They don't really do anything for the story. That's not this movie. Deadpool 3, when we have certain characters pop up in the movie, They're not only in one scene. They're actually in, like, the entire second act of the movie. And even into the third act. And I like that. I thought, okay, this is... Now, do I wish maybe we got some more characters? Yes. But I'm glad they kept it at these characters where it worked for the story. Their involvement in the story has a purpose. The soundtrack, we have a great soundtrack. Instinct, Avril Lavigne, Grease, AC/DC, obviously, Madonna's Like a Prayer. I think this movie's hilarious. The soundtrack's great. Negatives with this movie. I wish we got more of the characters from the first two Deadpool movies. Which is funny because you think the Fox characters that show up in this movie are going to be the ones that are going to be the cameos, if you will. When really, the characters from the first two Deadpool movies, Jupender, Vanessa, Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead, and Kyoki, and then Colossus. We barely see Colossus in this movie. They are like the cameos in this movie. So I kind of wish they had more of them in the movie. I might be one of those people, but I was not a huge fan of Wolverine's mask. He actually does put the mask on in the movie. And I was not too big of a fan. In one or two shots it looked great. But then there were other moments that I thought, I don't like it. Just take it off. I want to see Hugh Jackman. I think every woman in the theater wants to just see Hugh Jackman face. Why not? So yeah, I wasn't huge on the mask. It wasn't a complete, but either there were moments I was like, take the mask off. Take it off. Then we do see, I'm not going to spoil this, there is a character that does show up in the movie. It's a surprise character. And the costume that that the character wears is 100% comic book accurate. But once again, sometimes when you get the comic book accurate costume and translate it on screen, it can look really silly, really stupid, really cheap. And I was looking at the costume the whole time going, I feel like I'm watching the Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s, but the sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And that movie was cheap, and the costumes looked cheap. They were comic book accurate, or video game accurate in that case, but they looked so cheap. And here I thought the same thing, like, he's a funny character. Finally we get to see this character on screen by the actor that has always wanted to play the character. But the costume, and I don't know if that was a part of the joke, because this is a Deadpool movie. Like, we're making fun of everything in this movie. Disney, Marvel, Hugh Jackman's divorce, Jennifer Garner's divorce. I mean, we're throwing everyone, Hollywood, we're throwing everyone under the bus in this movie. So I don't know if that was kind of like a meta, like, all you people out there that want the comic book accurate costume on the big screen, yeah, sometimes it looks good, and sometimes it looks like shit. And this is an example where it looks like shit. I'm really enjoying this movie. I think it might actually be my favorite Deadpool movie. A lot of it probably because of Hugh Jackman. I'm a huge fan of Wolverine. So, as you can see, I got my Wolverine bobblehead. So I would give this easily a 4.5 out of 5. I think it might be my favorite Deadpool movie. I'm not a huge fan of the Deadpool. I mean, I like the Deadpool movies, but this might actually be my favorite one. It has the action, it has the humor, it even has some emotional, serious moments. It was a fun time at the movies. What what is not to love when you got Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds going back and forth with one another. And then you get the surprise characters that make it all worthwhile. Um, so yeah, did you see Deadpool and Wolverine? Let me know in the comments below. Are you a fan of the Deadpool movies? Which one is your favorite? Do you want to see Hugh Jackman return as Wolverine down the road? And how are they going to put Deadpool in with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? We'll see. Matt the Matt here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below.